and playing center field, number 5, Patrick McCallum. Batting second, the third baseman, number 6, David Parsons. Batting third and playing left field, number 3, Jody Mauser. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 4, Jason Seiler. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 26, Marcus Fox. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 17, Brian Angel. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 36, Dwayne Evans. Batting eighth, the pitcher, number 16, Jeremy Lancaster. Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 24, Shane Creekmore. Pull bat for the catcher, number 9, David Foley. Starting lineup for Pleasure Ridge Park. Leading off, the center fielder, number 1, Eric Burden. Batting second, the third baseman, number 9, Brad Burns. Batting third, the shortstop, number 11, Andre Montgomery. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 8, Mike Gabhart. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 14, Nate Thompson. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 20, Robbie Strong. Pull back for the pitcher, number 7, Eric Bishop. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 24, Brian Burnett. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 18, Gilly Melton. Batting ninth, the second baseman, number 6, Eric Elsey. Pleasure Ridge Park is coached by Richie Hall.
We are ready for baseball. It's Bishop on the mound. Melton behind the plate. Burnett at first. Elsey at second. Montgomery at short. Burns at third. Thompson at left. Burton in center. And Gabhart in right field as they stand out on the field right now for Louisville BRP.
McCallum, one of the really key leadoff hitters. He's kind of the jackrabbit of the bunch. They can get him on base. He'll run wild for you.
Pitch number 1 underway, and the first pitch misses outside. 4-1 to Patrick McCallum. This Bishop kid, looking at his stats, he's a pretty good pitcher.
Certainly is a southpaw once again today.
Next pitch is outside again for a ball 2, 2-0 the count. McCallum with a 2-0.
Little butterflies, I would imagine.
As BRP ready, Eric Bishop on the mound. The pitch, this one outside, ball 3 on the leadoff man, and McCallum really starting out the way he needs to be.
He'd love to get on first base. He kind of sets the stage and makes things happen for the Red House.
How many times do you walk the first batter and he ends up scoring on you? Let's see what happens. That one is right there for a strike. Runs the count to 3-1 to McCallum. David Parsons waiting on deck. Parsons, the third baseman for the Red Hounds.
Mike Melton behind the plate.
3-1 pitch is low, ball 4, and the leadoff man is aboard for Corbin as McCallum gets aboard with a walk, and David Parsons coming to the plate.
Well, that's exactly the way the Red Hounds would like to start it. Parsons comes in, he's hitting a .505, 32 RBIs, no home runs, but he gets a lot of base hits, Rick.
Right-handed batter steps in and comes down on the third base bag. Had a couple of good throws yesterday in the ball game. First pitch to him, right on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1 to Parsons. Jody Mauser waits on deck for the Red Hounds, and right now with a man aboard. First threat to score in the ball game. We're in the top of the first. 0-1 the count. Bishop in the stretch, checks his runner. Here's the throw back over to first. Close play, almost got him.
Just about got him. Boy, he was in barely.
McCallum had to dig up the dirt on that one. 0-1 the count now to Parsons, and steps back in there. Bishop takes a look here. He throws back again. This time, close again. Unbelievable. As we saw yesterday with downs for the PRP team, he threw it out 2 or 3 yesterday over at first base. And this is a left-hander looking the first baseman right in the eyes.
McCown's still measuring that lead. He's got a good lead at first base.
0-1 pitch. He squares the bunt. The bunt is down, fielded by Bishop. He's got one play. Oh, to first, missed by the first baseman. Here goes McCowan. McCowan goes to third on the play. And we got to give an error. Well, I'm going to have to give it to that. Say the first baseman on that one.
No doubt.
Patrick McCowan is at third, and all of a sudden, Corbin is jumping all over the PRP ball club right now with runners at first and third. And Parsons, we've seen it, the bunt. What a key this has been in this tournament.
It's been a key in, well, both games yesterday and certainly starting out today. Laid down the bunt, had the bad, not that bad a throw, but an error on the first baseman. Allows runners to reach first and third.
Hurricane right back to the mound. Mauser at the plate. Runners at the corners. First pitch, swinging a deep hit fly ball straight away center field. Going back is the center fielder. Makes the catch. The runner tags at third. Comes home and scores. McCowan puts the first run on the board for the Red Hounds of Corbin.
Hit that ball on a line to pretty deep center field there.
Eric Burton had to make his move over there, drifting to his right, and got under and made the catch for out number 1. So still an RBI for Mauser. Jason Seiler to the plate for the Red Hounds. Seiler, the second baseman. Runners now at still at first base with Parsons down there. Parsons decent lead, swinging him as strike 1 to Seiler.
And Seiler's hitting about .338 on the year.
Corbin, this is what they need to get on the board early. They expect to see a high-scoring ball game here today between these two teams.
I believe we might.
Here's a pickoff move back to first, and this time Parsons had it read pretty good that time.
Parsons, another one that runs the bases really well. They'll run at every opportunity. They keep the pressure on the defense.
Parsons got a decent lead. He got about a 5-step lead off the bag. He's going. Here's the pitch. Pitch a little outside. Throw to second is not in time. He is safe as Parsons got there just a second ahead of the baseball.
I think the second baseman covering had to kind of reach behind him and try to apply the tag, and it was just a tad late.
So David Parsons with a stolen base. The pitch was a strike. Count goes to 0-2 to Jason Seiler. That's right on the outside corner. An excellent pitch for a catcher. It was a little to the outside that he could make the throw. Parsons with a big lead down at second. Bishop in the stretch. Checks Parsons. 0-2 pitch. Swinging a shot, base hit in the gap between short and third, and they're going to send the runner home. Parsons coming to the plate. He will score, and he slides in. Throw back to second, over top the second baseman's head. Louisville PRP has fallen apart in the top of this inning. Throw to third, not in time. And Jason Seiler ends up at third base. Another run in for the Corbin Red Hounds, and this Corbin crowd is going wild.
Well, that's absolutely what got them here, Rick. They run the bases fantastically. They put the pressure on the defense all day long, and certainly they're off to a good start here today.
David Parsons, he routed, came on in to score to make it a 2-0 ball game. Seiler going to second. They tried to pick him off and overthrew the ball over the second baseman's head. PRV center fielder Burton came in to pick it up and fired it back to third, and by the time he got there, already Seiler was down at third. So Corbin with another run around not 8 feet away to score and make it 3-0. Right now they lead 2-0 with Marcus Fox coming to the plate.
And Fox is hitting .406, 2 home runs, 35 RBIs on the year for the Corbin High School Red Hounds.
This pitch swinging a foul for a strike. Corbin really getting the aluminum on the ball today.
Certainly are. Love to jump out to a 4-5-0 lead, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Puts a lot of pressure on the other ball club offensively.
Already we've seen more action in this first inning than we've seen yesterday with a bat. 0-1 pitch. Squares to bunt right down the third base line, going foul. It started on the line and went very wide. 0-2 the count now to Fox, so he'll be swinging away.
Corbin, with enough speed on the base pass, they'll bunt every opportunity they have and make you make the good play if you're going to throw them out.
We've already had the one error there on David Parsons, and he came on around to score. The leadoff man got aboard with a walk, and that was McCowan. He scored the first run. 0-2 count to Fox. Bishop sets and fires. 0-2 shot to a ground ball to Montgomery. He bobbles the ball is short, and Corbin scores another run on an error. And right now, PRP is totally fell apart.
They have fell apart. Coming apart at the seams, the big Louisville PRP baseball team. They're not looking at all well on defense here in the top half of the first inning. Certainly this has got to really jack up the momentum of the Corbin High School Redhounds, jumping out to a quick lead, let you relax a little bit on defense. Doesn't put as much pressure on you.
This will definitely loosen up the Corbin Redhounds. First pitch, bunt right down to third baseline. Fair, a beauty that rolled right over the bag at third base. Can you believe this? Brian Angel.
Can't bunt it any better than that.
Brian
Absolutely
Angel
can't bunt it any better than that.
The ball rolled in a direct line with the foul line in the fair side, rolled to the bag and over the bag on a bunt. Unbelievable bunt by Angel. He is at first. Marcus Fox is at second. And the Redhounds are absolutely chewing up the PRP team right now.
It's got them back on their heels. They don't know exactly where to play defensively.
Here's a pitch, swing and a miss to Dave Evans, who's at the plate. Evans, the first baseman, 0-1 to count.
Evans hitting .291 on the year, no home runs, about 16 RBIs.
Corbin 2 batters away from going through the order here in the top of the first. 0-1 to count to Evans. Bishop sets, delivers. The pitch is low for a ball. 1-1 count. Jeremy Langster, the pitcher, waits on deck, and Shane Creekmore, designated hitter for Foley, will be the 9th batter to come up here in this inning if they get a chance. Runners at first and second. 1-1, swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2 to Evans. Angel is down at first. Fox is at second. Fox aboard on an error. Angel aboard on a magnificent bunt.
Could see a double steal here.
1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a shot, fair ball down the third baseline by Dave Evans. This should score 2. They score 1 as Marcus Fox scores. They're going to hold up Angel at third base. And Evans got all of the ball on that one. Right down the third baseline again.
Every ball they've hit has been just inside the third base bag. Whether it be a bunt or a line shot, it's hugging the foul line.
Brad Burns down at third for PRP says, what's going on? Because it has been right down the third baseline. Another one scores for Corbin, makes it a 4-0 ball game. Angel is at third, Evans at second, and Jeremy Langster, the pitcher, now comes to the plate. And this kid, when he gets on the mound, will be rather comfortable.
Absolutely. Still just the 1 out here at the top of the first.
First pitch, swinging a foul shot down the first base line. There he goes out of play for his strike to Langster. 0-1 to count. Shane Creekmore, number 9 batter. Corbin looking to bat through here. They've only got 1 down. That on a fly ball by Mauser to straightaway center field. 0-1 pitch from Bishop. Squares for the bunt. The ball falls foul, and the run was on as the hit and run by Angel. He was coming to the plate.
Well, they'll put the squeeze play on at any time, huh?
0-2 the count now to Langster. Corbin is definitely shocked PRP right off the start here.
I think they've shocked a lot of people. Started with Apollo yesterday, and it's carrying over right into the championship game here today.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a shot to right field. This one should be caught out there. Coming in to make the catch is Gabhart. The runner fakes the tag down at third base as Angel goes back to third. Ball got by the cutoff man. A good job by the catcher for PRP Melton to make the catch.
That was a pretty nice throw from the right fielder to the catcher.
Well, the number 9 batter for Corbin now to the plate. Creekmore with 2 aboard and 2 down here in the top of the first inning. 4 across the plate for Corbin.
Creekmore hitting .212 on the year and limited playing time.
Creekmore
And we'd like to say hello to his grandfather, Elmer Creekmore, listening to today's baseball game back in Williamsburg. Elmer Creekmore a bit under the weather, and certainly we hope he's feeling much, much better today. And certainly I know he's cheering for Shane to get a big hit here.
Next pitch is in the dirt, but holding up, it's by the catcher. Holding up down at third is Angel. Thought about coming home on that one.
And maybe could have made it right there.
Might have made
got a big inning going. No use taking the big chance.
2-0 the count to Creekmore. Patrick McCowan, who got this started with a walk, he waits on deck. 2-0 to Creekmore as he gets back in there to face Bishop, who has been rocked and rolled, and a couple errors has really kept him out there a while. 2-0 pitch from Bishop on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. 2-1 to count to Creekmore.
Shane's a big boy. Certainly if he gets a hold of one, he could ride it a long way. He's an excellent football player for the Corbin High School Redouts.
He's a stocky kid, and he can put one over this fence. Down the line, 340. 2-1 pitch. A shot goes to Andre Montgomery at short to throw to first. Is off the mark. Error by Montgomery. 2 more runs will score for Corbin. Creekmore goes to second with a stand-up double on a throwing error by the shortstop, and Montgomery has committed 2 out there. Costly
they
error.
have absolutely. Pleasure Ridge Park has fell apart here at the top of the first inning. It'll be hard for those guys to get it back together in this game. They're down 6-0 already, and run number 7 about 180 feet away. This inning not over yet. Patrick McCowan back up.
E6 on that one to Creekmore. Top of the order once again as McCowan steps in. First pitch is right there. Take a look at it for strike 1 to McCowan. This is
Somebody's beginning to notice that they play pretty good baseball in the mountains of southeast Kentucky, don't you guess?
starting to catch up. 1-1 count now to McCowan. Creekmore down at third. Got a good lead down there. Bishop looks at him. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1-2 count. 2 down and 6 runs across here in the top of the first for the Red Hounds of Corbin, who've jumped out on PRP rather quickly. 1-2. Bishop checks his runner. Runner goes. Creekmore on the run. Pitch is low, and Creekmore gets up with a stolen base. No throw.
Big Shane was trucking it on over to third base right there.
He was moving on, and no throw by the catcher, Melton. The pitch was in the dirt, and he just could not get a hand on it.
Corbin taking advantage of everything here at the top of the first.
2-2 pitch is low, ball 3. Count is full now to McCowan. He walked this to start this inning off. Can he do it again? Payoff pitch, 2 down. Creekmore at third. Bishop in the stretch. Here's the 3-2. Reaches out and misses that one for a strike, and K number 1 for Bishop. But what an inning we've had, Shelby.
Absolutely. In the top of the first inning, the Corbin High School Redhounds with 6 runs. They led it 6-0 with PRP coming to bat. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. Certainly a long top of the first for PRP. Before they come to bat, they're already down 6-0. A full touchdown without the conversion there. They trail 6-0. Take it away, Rick. Bottom of the first here.
Eric Burton, the first man up for Louisville PRP to face the pitcher, Jeremy Langster. First pitch is outside for a ball, setting the field for you. It's Langster on the mound. Dave Foley will be catching. Dave Evans down at first. Jason Seiler at second. Brian Angel is at short. Next pitch right on, a little outside. I thought he was going to call a strike on that one. 2-0 the count. Angel is at short. Parsons down at third. Jody Mauser in left. Patrick McCowan in center, and Marcus Fox in right. Next pitch right there for a strike. 2-1 the count to Burton. It'll be Burton, Burns, and Montgomery.
Langster not an extremely hard thrower, but you'll find throughout the game that he's got an excellent curveball and just enough speed to set the curve up.
2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside for a ball. 3-1 to count. Big thing if Corbin can get in here and get these kids out in a hurry. They're still right in this ball game.
He's just missing the outside corner right now.
3-1, fouled out. Runs the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Burton. Brad Burns waiting on deck. He's the third baseman. Beautiful afternoon for baseball. We got kind of partly cloudy skies. Wind's starting to pick up a bit. Leadoff pitch is high and outside. Ball 4, and just as Corbin ended up with the leadoff walk, so does PRP as Burton aboard down at first base.
And I notice the flag blowing out, and right field is blowing from left to right if you're an outfielder.
Those right field hits will curve a little more.
You certainly will.
Brad Burns coming to the plate, steps in there to face Langster. Decent lead by the runner over at first. Pitch beams the batter, hits him off the helmet, so Burns aboard on a hit pitch.
When it didn't take Randall Sawyers long to call timeout and go out and talk with Jeremy Lancaster, say, hey, let's get it going here. We're out to a 6-0 lead. Let's not fiddle around. Let these guys back in the baseball game here early in the game.
Andre Montgomery to the plate for PRP. He's the shortstop, steps in there, right-handed batter to face Langster, and he squares to bunt and fouls this one back. Well, that one could almost have been caught by the catcher.
And that would have been a big double play should that have happened.
Everybody was moving on the play. 0-1 to count to Montgomery. Montgomery, the number 3 batter in the order. Mike Gabhart is the cleanup kid for PRP. Montgomery 0-1 count, and Langster on the mound. Put up his signals from catcher Dave Foley. Extended the runner down at first base, or second base, and squares and bunting is Montgomery. He'll have one play. Throw to first is high and pulls the first baseman off the bag. And PRP starting just as Corbin did now. Dave Evans, the throw was up there and pulled his foot off the bag, and safe at first is Montgomery.
Bases are loaded with Pleasure Ridge Park, and no outs here in the bottom of the first, so my goodness, might have a 16-14 game or something today.
To say this was going to be a high-scoring ball game.
We kind of predicted that on the way out to the game today, didn't we?
6-0 is the score, but right now PRP with a major threat as runners on every base, nowhere to put them, and the cleanup man Gabhart to the plate.
He's hitting .422.
Gabhart hits one right back up to the shortstop, Angel. He'll have one play at second, and he is safe. And a good slide by the runner Montgomery as he took to the second baseman for Corbin. Seiler out of the play, and a run scores as Burton will score from third, and everybody's safe.
Well, they kind of had the hit and run on there, so they had a tough play at second base.
That'll be a quick throw by Angel, and he got the throw there, but it just wasn't in time to Seiler. And now the base is still loaded. One run in, 6-1 ball game. Nobody out. Thompson to the plate. First pitch inside for a ball.
Lancaster certainly struggling right now.
1-0 the count. First pitch. Next pitch, a ground ball to Angel. He'll have the double. No, he drops the ball. At short, another run scores, and the bases are still loaded. This is unbelievable as the games I have done down here before.
Both teams falling apart here in the first inning.
Nate Thompson has that one. You got to give it an E6. The shortstops are having a tough day on this field.
Neither team making the routine play, Rick. That was strictly a routine play.
Montgomery is now at third. Gabhart is at second. Thompson at first. Robbie Strong, the designated hitter, at the plate. Bats number 6 in the order for PRP.
Certainly missed an opportunity there for a double play, don't you think?
Absolutely. Tying run is at the plate, believe it or not, folks. First pitch outside for a ball.
One ball goes back to Robbie Strong. Strong, the DH for PRP.
The games I've called this season, I haven't seen one start like this.
Absolutely.
We're talking the championship game of the Kentucky High School baseball tournament. Swinging a miss for a strike.
Strong has had 5 home runs on the year, 25 RBIs. He's hitting .361, so this guy can take it downtown. He could tie it up with one stroke here.
He had a grand slam on his mind on that swing. 1-1 to count to Strong. He steps back in to face Jeremy Langster. 1-1 pitch, curveball, took deep. This one deep out into left field. Going out is Mauser, and he gets out there to make the catch for the out. They tag Montgomery, and he will score from third. But everybody else holds at first and second. So Montgomery comes in to split the Corbin lead in half. 3 runs in for PRP.
He didn't get all that one. Got under it just a little bit, or we would have seen a home run. run right there.
He hit it deep out into left field out there where Mauser came over to make the catch. Gabhart is still at second, Thompson at first. It's going to bring up Brian Burnett. Burnett is the first baseman.
Hits 244. He leads the team in home runs with 7. Also 20 RBIs on the year.
Burnett steps in there, left-handed batter. Good move to bunt. First pitch swinging, a deep hit fly ball out into right field. Going back is Fox. Still looking for it, and it falls down at the fence and drops the ball. And another run will score for PRP. They're going to send one to the plate, and he will score, and the ball gets by the catcher. As we have got all kinds of action in this ball game. Scoring from second is Mike Gabhart. Now the 340 mark at the base of the fence in right field. Now the score is 6-4. Coming to bat is Gilly Melton. Melton, the catcher, steps in. Right-handed batter. First pitch to him. Swinging a fly ball out at right field. This one should go foul. End up as a strike for Melton. Eric Elsie, and remember Elsie's speed yesterday. He's in the number 9 spot. He's waiting on deck for PRP.
Well, what was a lopsided game in the top of the first at 6-0, now is 6-4.
Ty Grutt is at second base for PRP. Go ahead, run at the plate in Melton. Nobody down. First pitch, fly ball to center field. Out there is McCowan. Drifts over, gets under it, makes the catch for the out. Runner tags at third and will score at the plate, and that is Nate Thompson. So Thompson cuts it to 1.
Talking a 6-5 baseball game right now, and those of you who started maybe to take the dog for a walk in the top of the first inning, you pull the dog back in and kick back and relax. We got a baseball game underway.
That one fly out to center field for out number 2. We have 2 away. And Eric Elsie to the plate, 6-5. And Elsie with some speed. If he hits a ground ball, you're going to have to make a quick throw.
Got to get it to first base in a real hurry, because this kid can really motor.
He's the number 9 batter in the order, so now Louisville PRP has officially batted through. First pitch squares to bunt, and this could be trouble. They'll never get him in first. Elsie runs it out. He ends up down at first base on the bunt. Going to third is Burnett, so the tying run for PRP is 90 feet away. Go-ahead runners at first base, and top of the order back up to the plate, and Eric Burton, who got aboard with a walk back in the start of this inning.
Wow, what a baseball game, an offensive show. It's not a pitcher's duel today, folks.
It's all done with the bats.
Certainly the pitchers haven't had a lot of help either. Neither one of them. A lot of errors going on out there.
Runners at the corners. Burton steps in. First pitch, he squares to bunt, pumps one up, and he'll have no play, and the tying run will score to third. Here goes the runner to second. They got him caught in the rundown between second and third. Fake, fake, fake the throw to the base, and they get him. As they end up getting Eric Elsie, who tried to go to third and stretch it on out, and still, though, the go-ahead run, or the tying run, comes in for Louisville PRP, and guess what, folks? It is a tie ball game.
Go to the top of the second inning. We're tied. Pleasure Ridge Park 6, Corbin 6. Take it away, Rick.
David Parsons to the plate for the Red Hounds to face pitcher Eric Bishop. First pitch is on the outside corner for a strike to Parsons. The Parsons, Mauser, and Seiler due up here in the top half of the second inning.
Well, maybe both teams got all the bad defense out of them during the first inning.
0-1 pitch is low for a ball. 1-1 count now to Parsons. Parsons, Mauser, Seiler, and 30-minute first inning.
We're on track to be tied at 42 at the end of 7.
Here's a chopped off shot down the first baseline. Moving over is Burnett for PRP. Caught that one in foul territory for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down. Haven't seen that in a while.
First baseman made a nice play there. Brings up Jody Mauser. Jody needs a little base hit here. Corbin has lost the, Corbin had all the momentum. Certainly they have lost that now, and it's back to a real dogfight.
First pitch to Mauser, swing and a miss for a strike. Mauser took one to straightaway center field and flew out on that one.
The pitcher for PRP, Eric Bishop, I'm sure he's standing out there thinking he's got a second life now.
Next pitch outside for a ball. 1-1 count to Mauser. Yeah, he was really tough there. 6-0 going into the bullpen. He comes out all even again at 6-6. 1-1 pitch to Mauser on the way. Little curveball caught the corner for a strike.
Nice pitch, and he definitely looks better here in this inning. Looks like he's kind of regained the confidence level a little bit.
Absolutely. 1-2 the count to Mauser. Bishop ready. Sets, brings it to the plate. 1-2 pitch. This is a little outside. Ball 2, 2-2 count. Mauser with the count all even up to him. Gets back in there. Both teams can definitely hit the pitching. There's no doubt about it. That was found out real early between these two teams.
And it may settle down now, and runs may be hard to come by. Carolina never know. Certainly a wild game.
2-2 pitch. Trying to get him to go after some junk on that one. 3-2. That one well outside.
Certainly Redhounds would love to get Mauser aboard here in the second inning. Puts a lot of speed on the base path.
Let's come down to this one, 3-2. Here's the payoff, swinging a foul, and Mauser hangs in there with the 3-2 count. Well, what do they say?
I don't know. Did it hit him? What happened there? It looked like maybe catcher interference.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He must have caught him with the glove.
I believe that's what happened. I think it was catcher interference because he swung at the ball and fouled it off, and the umpire immediately pointed toward first base, so it had to be catcher interference there.
So Mauser aboard down at first on we've had errors in the ball game to put him aboard now. Catcher's interference. And Jason Seiler coming to the plate. Seiler aboard with a single back of the first, and he came on around to score in the first inning. He steps up with 1 out.
We've seen a little bit of everything, and we're just underway.
First pitch from Bishop to Seiler, gets away from the catcher. Here goes Mauser. He'll go down to second base. Stand up with easily with a stolen base. Mauser now at second base. Pitch to Seiler was a ball. 1-0 the count. We'll get back into it again.
Lead run down at second base. Mauser with pretty good speed for the Redhounds.
See all the Redhounds in the dugout clapping. They all got their little chant going here to keep things alive. Pitch is low for a ball.
Certainly the Redhounds bench was lively in the top of the first when they jumped on them for a 6-0 lead, but back down to earth, back to square A, tied at 6.
2-0 the count of Jason Seiler gets back in there. Here's a pitch from Bishop. He watches that one right on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 now. Marcus Fox waits on deck for the Redhounds. Good lead by Mauser down the second. Look for him to maybe try to steal here. 2-1 to count. They're going to try to pick him off. Throw back to second. Not going to be in time to Montgomery. Mauser had a good lead.
Pretty good pickoff move to second base there. Made it relatively close.
Mauser steps off another large lead. Goes right about the distance that Montgomery is playing at shortstop. Bishop going to step back off the mound and put him back on. Now he's going to try it again to step off.
He'll keep an eye probably on the shortstop. The coach will be watching the second baseman here.
Shortstop right behind him. First pitch, swinging a ground ball to Bishop, and they have got Mauser doubled up between second and third. Ball dropped by to third baseman. Throw back to second is not in time as Mauser goes back in, and he is saved. As they allow play on that one.
They botched the rundown between second and third there. Neither team really taking care of the baseball.
Bishop caught the ball, and he expected to go to Burns at third base to try to get Mauser. Mauser slowed down, and as he did, Burns dropped the ball, and Mauser got new life and headed back to second base.
Thus far, this has not been a championship caliber played baseball game through the 1 1/3 innings or so here, Rick. Neither team playing that well. We've seen a lot of action, but it hasn't been exactly perfection baseball, has it?
It's been exotic baseball.
Certainly.
Absolutely. Runners at first and second. Fox steps in. First pitch to Fox, swinging a miss for a strike. 0-1 to Marcus. Brian Angel waits on deck. As Fox got aboard on an air, hit the ball to Montgomery and Short, who had trouble with it in the last inning. As Fox steps back in, Bishop in the stretch, checks the runners. Here's the pitch. That one caught the corner for a strike. 0-2 count.
And the pitcher's way ahead of the hitter here, so he'll probably throw a couple of them out of the strike zone, try to get Fox to swing in a bad one.
Seiler over at first. Not much of a lead. Here goes the runner. The hit and run was on, and a swing, and they wanted the swing and a miss for a strike. Strike 3 for Fox. As Mauser with the steal, he's down at third base, and we saw him last night steal home. Will he do it again today with 2 down? Same situation.
It'd be tough right here with a left-handed hitter up, Rick. That would make that play a lot tougher, wouldn't it?
At least you don't have to worry about getting the batter out of the way.
Well, this is true.
It leaves the door wide open.
You never know, boy. The Red Hounds unpredictable. They will run the base pass at every opportunity.
Mauser steal last night, one of the key plays in this, exciting ball game here at the park. Runners at the corners, first and third, 2 down, and Brian Angel to the plate. Laid down a beauty of a bunt last inning. Right down the third base line. First pitch right on the corner for a strike. 0-1 to Angel. Bishop keeping the ball to the outside corner in case Mauser should try to steal. 0-1 the count. Checking his signals, checks his runner over at first. 0-1, swinging a foul as Angel with a cut at that one, but fouled right back toward the dugout.
Bit late, got to get around on it a bit quicker.
Off the heat that time. 0-2 the count to Angel. Dave Evans hoping to get a chance to bat here in this inning. 0-2. Pitch is on the way. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. And Cade number 3 for Eric Bishop. And out number 3 for Corbin as they leave 2 aboard.
Leading off the second for Pleasure Ridge Park, the third baseman, number 9, Brad Burns.
And back with the baseball action, already 1 pitch in the inning. That's pitch number 2. Rick.
Brad Burns up to bat for Louisville PRB. 2-0 the count to Burns. Burns, Montgomery, and Gabhart. Gabhart coming to the plate. Next pitch is right on the corner for a strike. 2-1 the count to Burns as Jeremy Langster is trying to keep things going here. We got an even ball game. Here's a swing and a shallow hit fly ball to right center. Going to drop in for a base hit. A base hit single for Brad Burns as he's aboard down at first on that one.
Not a lot you can do about a little blooper like that, Rick, that just over the infielder's head and outfielder's unable to get there. But Jeremy Langster's got to settle down and have a good inning here because it's already proven the PRP pitcher's already settled down. He did a good job in inning number 2.
Andre Montgomery up to bat, and the squares to bunt pitch is...
I think it was foul.
Foul, I'm going to say. So we'll call it a foul. Yep.
Runner will return to first.
0-1 to count to Andre Montgomery. Montgomery got aboard and scored back in the first inning. Of course, the way it's going for both of these teams, who didn't get on and score in the last inning?
Everybody's been there.
0-1 to count to Montgomery. Gabhart waiting on deck, and Montgomery the shortstop. Size kid, right-handed batter. Langster with a throw back to first, trying to pick off Burns, not in time.
Pretty nice move to first, pretty quick move.
Over there and fired it a rocket right back over there. 0-1 to Montgomery as Langster sets and delivers another base hit. This one between first and second, rolls out into right field. Fox picks it up out there, has some trouble with it, but gets it up. And playing conservatively this time, PRP holds Burns at second. Montgomery goes to first with nobody down.
I think Corbin was awfully lucky there that the runner didn't advance to third base on that play.
Gabhart to the plate now with runners at first and second and no outs. And Corbin's got Angel they can use if they get into some trouble. That'd be the I guess, the logical choice to use.
I'm not sure how much longer that Coach Sawyer can afford to stay with Lancaster.
First pitch is high for a ball, 1-0 the count. Now 1-0. It's time being called. Let's see what's going on. Everybody checking it out. And as Montgomery give the travel sign. Somebody traveling over the money.
Somebody walk with the ball.
I thought it was a baseball game here. We're playing basketball. Montgomery right behind the first baseman for Corbin. Pitches inside for a ball as squaring the bunt was Gabahart. 2-0 the count. Around the field, Evans at first, Seiler at second, Angel at short, Parsons at third. For Corbin, it's Mauser in left, Cowan in center, and Fox in right. Here's the pitch squared for a bunt. This one fouled away. Both runners going, but no use. Going to have to go back on that one. Wait a minute. I thought he hit it. They said he didn't. So both runners will advance as Burns goes to third. Montgomery goes to second.
Looked like a foul ball from here.
And 2-1's the count. So I don't know. We had some wild calls like that yesterday. That we thought we had a couple players hit, but I guess it's our vantage point here. Kind of fools us a bit. 2-1 the count as Lancaster in the stretch checks the runner over third. Pitch is right there for a strike. Runs the count even to Gabahart. 2-2. Lancaster got to get things going. The go-ahead run is 90 feet away down at third base. 6-6 ball game, championship game of the high school baseball tournament here at Panther Field. 2-2 count. Lancaster in the stretch. Here's the pitch. This one fouled away and out of play.
Definitely swung at ball 3 right there, too. That was outside by about a foot. Got a feeling Lancaster's probably got to get this guy, or we're going to see someone else on the mound for the Red Hounds. I don't think they can afford to go much further.
He only walked one, but gave up several hits in the last inning, and this pitch a little outside for a ball. The count goes 3-2. A good play by Dave Foley as that one in the dirt. He kept it in front of him to keep the ball from going by him. The count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Gabahart. Fly ball anywhere in the outfield should score a run. We got to have Lancaster to really dig down. He needs to get this out.
Big strikeout here would be nice.
3-2 count. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Got him.
Like I said, a big strikeout here would be a feather and a half.
K number 1 of the afternoon for Lancaster, and that's going to bring up Nate Thompson. Thompson aboard on an error back in the first inning.
He's batting .412 on the year, 2 home runs, 26 RBIs, and 97 at-bats. So a pretty good hitter right here.
Nate Thompson steps in. Thompson, the right fielder. Here's a pickoff move. Throw over to third base. Not in time as runner down there, Burns, had to go in quickly.
That faked me out. They usually step off and fake the throw. They actually followed through on that one.
Sent that one over there.
Could use another big strikeout here. Boy, he's in a jam with runners at second and third.
Nate Thompson steps up, swinging a base hit. This should score 2. Rolls out into left field, picking it up. Out there is Mauser. He sends one to the plate. Throw is offline, and 2 runs will score for PRP as Brad Burns scores from third on the hit. Andre Montgomery scores from second, 2 in, and Nate Thompson with a stand-up double and 2 RBIs for Louisville. PRP has put them up by 2, 8-6.
And Jeremy Lancaster is going to be going out of there.
And Angel will come in. Lancaster will go to short. And that would have been a move right there. Back here at Panther Field as their new pitcher on the mound. Brian Angel comes in from shortstop to do the pitching for Corbin. First pitch to Robbie Strong is a strike. And Strong flied out to left field. A deep hit ball out into left field that Mauser caught back in the first. 1 down, 2 runs in this inning for PRP. 0-1 to count. Here's the curveball. Nice pitch, just misses out there. Ball 1.
Well, that was a good-looking curveball.
Boy, the Corbin fans and the bench was all fired up on that one and just missed on the inside. 1-1 to count, too strong. Billy Burnett waits on deck. Angel sets, 1-1 pitch, swing and a foul. This one out of play. Count goes to 1-2 now to Strong.
Angel would appear to have an exceptionally quick release with the baseball.
Curveball he's got. See if he throws it, kind of hangs up there. He's got to be careful on that. They will catch up to him rather quickly, some of these PRP hitters. 1-2 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss for a strike, throw down to third, not in time, gets by the third baseman. Out there is Mauser to pick it up, but scoring on the throwing error will be Nate Thompson, and 3 runs in as Thompson was on his way stealing, and the throw down there by Foley was took a bounce, and Parsons just couldn't grab it.
It's got to be an E2, error on the catcher. Angel, as we were starting to mention, has a 1.86 earned run average. He's pitched 53 innings, has 47 strikeouts, 5-0 on the year, also a couple of saves.
Brian Burnett to the plate. He's the first baseman, doubled his last time up. First pitch is inside for a ball.
I think he overthrew the baseball just a bit there.
1-0 the count. Gilly Melton waits on deck.
A lot of offense in this game. The scoring's had to let up. Pleasure Ridge Park, we're down 6-0. Before they came to bat for the first time, they tied it at 6 in the bottom of the first, and they're right back at work here in the bottom of the second inning. They put a 3 spot on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the second.
PRP's coach is having a word with the umpire. They are talking about, I believe, the PRP bench over there. I think they're trying to get the kids who are coming out of the dugout quite a bit. So they are now discussing that with them. Here's a swing and a pitch fouled away. All the discussion was going on. The game continues. 1-1 to count. PRP with some bench troubles right now. Burnett with a 1-1 count. Facing the new pitcher, Brian Angel for Corbin. 1-1 pitch. Pitch well outside for a ball. 2-1 to count. Burnett, number 7 batter in the order for PRP. Left-handed batter that can smack it a ton. 2-1 to count. Here's Angel, kicks and fires a shot deep right field. This one, let's see where it falls. Foul.
Wow.
But it bounced off of the fence at the 340 mark in foul territory. So everybody catching their breath on that one from Corbin.
Talk about a quick bat. He got around on that one with some kind of power.
Cranked it out there. Count even now, though. It just ends up as a long strike. 2-2 count.
Be a good time to throw the changeup right here. That's the pitch.
That's the pitch, yeah.
See if he got my signal.
2-2 count. Look down, throwing it at heat here. He's brought the curveball quite a bit. Some off-speed stuff. He's got one pitch to fool around with. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled away right back into the Corbin dugout.
Well, that scattered him out over there.
The thing about it, Burnett is getting around on him so quick. He's coming through and making contact, but he's way right on it.
Corbin's got to get out of this inning, then start scoring some runs, start chipping away at that 3-run lead. You can tell Corbin bench, they're a bit down right now, Rick.
It's unbelievable as they come out so fired up and scored 6 quick runs. 9-6 is the score right now. PRP with the lead. Curveball got away for ball 3. 3-2 the count to Burnett as Melton waits on deck. And Burnett, big play for Angel right here to try to get him out. 3-2 pitch, swinging a shot again. This one fouled.
Boy, he's getting around on it though, isn't he?
Think of the first baseman for Corbin, Dave Evans, better be ready over there.
He's backed up into short right field right now.
This kid is hitting it a ton when he comes in there. 3-2 count to Burnett, 2 down. Brian Angel facing one batter and has struck him out. And Strong went down on strikes. Gabahart struck out also in this inning as Lancaster with the K there, his only K in the afternoon. 3-2, the payoff outside, ball 4. So Burnett will be on down at first base for PRV and approaching the 1 hour mark of this ball game, which has took 1 hour to play 2 innings.
Yeah, we could be here for a while. Want to call in a pizza? We've got a phone back here.
We'll have to ring one up here.
Yeah.
You're listening to WEKX, Jellicoe, Williamsburg, and Corbin, 102.7. Bring you the State High School Championship Baseball Tournament from Panther Park at Kentucky Wesleyan as Gilly Melton steps in, flying out to center field. His last time, curveball, ground ball to Langster. He fields it, gets the lead runner going to second for out number 3 as they get Burnett on the way to the second base bag, and 2-3 runs across the plate for PRP in this inning. 7, 8, and 9 coming to the plate for the Redhounds. It'll be Dave Evans, Jeremy Langster, and Shane Creekmore to come up to bat, and Evans got aboard and scored back in the first inning. Steps in there to face the pitcher, Bishop. First pitch is low for a ball.
Bishop pitching with more confidence now.
Picking up, kind of gaining his momentum every inning here. 1-0 pitch outside, corner strike for 1-1 count.
Well, I don't know about that.
Looked a little wide,
About a foot wide, and we're right behind the home plate area.
1-1 pitch on the way. That one misses low.
Could be the umpires thinking an hour for 2 innings is too long. Let's get them in and get them out.
2-1 to count to Evans. Here's the pitch. 2-1 is low, ball 3. 3-1 to count. Bishop steps back up there. He struck out 3 on the afternoon. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Elsie has a little trouble with it. Makes the throw. It's in time for out number 1.
I don't believe he swung at ball 4. What do you think?
Could have. Scored 4-3. Out number 1 to Dave Evans, and that's going to bring up Jeremy Langster. Langster started the pitching, went to the shortstop spot. He flied out to right field his last time up back in the first inning. Right now, Bishop's starting to get a little help from his teammates, which he didn't have back in the first. First pitch, swinging a shot foul for a strike. Going 1-2, Langster.
Need some base runners. Got to get something going here.
Corbin by no means out of this ball game, 9-6. Just a 3-run difference between these two. Next pitch inside for a ball, 1-1 count.
The key to the Redhounds just getting some base runners where they can start, putting on some plays, bunting the ball and all that.
1-1 pitch right on the outside corner for a strike. Strike 2 to Langster. 1-2 the count.
That's when the Redhounds have been most successful, is when they're able to get base runners and lay the ball down and play the running game.
Langster, 1-2 pitch, swinging a shot right at Elsie. Comes over, makes the catch with that great speed that he has. Went out into the grass to haul that one in for out number 2. So it's Corbin with 2 outs, Elsie with 2 catches.
That looked like a base hit, but it really slowed up when it came off the bat.
A whole lot of speed on it. Sure enough through there. Gave Elsie with his speed enough time to get over there to make the catch. So 2 up, 2 down for Corbin. Shane Creekmore to the plate. First pitch for Shane. A strike on the corner. Right now, Bishop painting that outside black.
You can see his confidence level rising with every pitch.
0-1 pitch. That one on the inside corner. Strike 2. Creekmore watching both of those. He got aboard on a shortstop error back in the first inning. Creekmore now with the 0-2 count. Bishop trying to set him down 1-2-3. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and K number 4 on the afternoon for Eric Bishop. So a 1-2-3 inning, not good for Corbin.
And at the end of 2.5.
Elsie, 3 in the second. Lead at 9-6. Here's the number 9 hitter.
Here we go, bottom of the third inning. Rick, take it away.
Eric Elsie to the plate to face the pitcher Brian Angel for Corbin, and the first pitch outside for a ball to Elsie. Elsie bunted his way aboard back in the first inning and got hung up between second and third in the rundown for it out. 1-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball, goes to Langster at short. Long throw to first, in time, got him.
Nice play by Jeremy Langster down at shortstop. Made the long throw from deep short.
Nice
Out
play.
number one, they need a 1, 2, 3 inning and then get the top of the order back up and start scoring some runs.
Top of the order up to the plate for PRP now. Eric Burden coming up. Brad Burns will be waiting on deck for PRP. 36-6 coming into this ball game.
Certainly they've got an excellent ball team, but certainly Corbin not out of it either.
Eric Burden squares to bunt, bunts this one foul for a strike. 0-1 to count to Burden.
Angel looks a lot quicker than Lancaster did starting the baseball game.
0-1 pitch inside for a ball. Laying down at third, Parsons for Corbin. He's charging on every play, expecting the bunt down there. Going to be ready for the quick hit with the lefty. 1-1 count to Burden. Angel set. 1-1 pitch is low for a ball. 2-1 to count.
Angel really got an unusual looking pitching style. The release of the baseball.
His arm, when he comes over for the curveball, you can pretty well read it. Just notice the way he was pitching and the way his release is with the curve. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch outside, ball 3. 3-1 now to Burden.
Don't need any walks here.
These teams got to be getting rather tired. Played 2 tough innings. Next pitch right on the inside corner for a strike. Burden throws the bat as if he was going to first base, but he's going to have to go pick it back up because the count is full, 3-2.
Well, the umpire doesn't like that at all. That shows him up. When the runner throws the bat away anticipating it's ball 4, and the umpire doesn't appreciate that.
Count is 3-2 to Burden, and here's the pitch from Angel outside. Now he can throw it ball 4 and aboard with a walk. Is Eric Burden. He has walked twice now in this ball game. Scored 1 time, was left on down at second in the first inning. All in the first. It's going to bring up Brad Burns, the third baseman. He got hit by a pitch in the first. He got aboard with a single in the second.
Red Hounds need something good to happen here. A double play would be in order.
They had the luck last night with them in that game against Apollo. They got some good plays, couple double plays in the game.
Last night they simply made the plays when they had to make them.
Burden with a big lead over at first. First pitch, a little infield pop-up, calling for it. Will be with the second baseman coming over there to pick it up. His Seiler is a little bumping by the first baseman Evans, and Burden kind of ran into each other.
Certainly did. And it appeared to be the second baseman's ball all the way, but he was bumped by the first baseman.
Burns for out number 2 now. So Corbin seems to be getting things all together once again. Good lead by Burden over at first. Up to the plate, Montgomery. Pitch over to first, try to pick off the runner. Not in time. On that play, I think if Fox could have got, or Evans could have got back to first, they might have got a double
play. That's what I was thinking.
Got kind of jammed there between batter and runner. And pitch out is on. Runner goes. Throw is high. Goes out into center field. And going to third will be Burden. As the throw to third, not in time.
Terrible throw from the catcher Foley down to second base. That one not even in the neighborhood.
It was way up there, and Seiler went up to try to catch it, and right there to back him up was McCowan, but with the speed, Burden already with his momentum did not slow down, and he is at third base.
Well, that changes things a lot. When you can take 2 bases on a wild throw to second base, sets up a situation where you get a wild pitch, something like that, and you score another run.
1-0 count to Montgomery. Here's a pitch swung on a fly ball foul down the left field line. Goes way out of play and into the crowd.
Slow breaking ball, and he just got out in front of it. Jumped all over it, but out in front of the baseball.
1-1 to Montgomery. Montgomery, the number 3 batter of the order. Mike Gabahart, the cleanup guy, is waiting on deck to clean up batter. Wait for Mauser to get back in position out in left field. He was after that one. 1-1 count to Montgomery. Burden down on third. Decent lead. Curveball swung on and fouled away. Strike 2 to Montgomery. And just like we saw the kid Elsie getting all of the baseball, so is Montgomery.
Better come with something else this pitch. The timing is just about right on this slow-breaking curveball. Better crank it up a notch.
1-2, swung on in a deep hit fly ball into left center. Calling for it is the right fielder, Marcus Fox. Right center is where that one went. Fox gets under it, makes the catch, and Corbin dodges the bullet this inning. The only inning that nobody scored.
And at the bottom of, at the end of 3, it's Pleasure Ridge Park 9. Corbin was 6. Back with more baseball action after this timeout.
The center fielder, number 5, Patrick McCallum.
And left.
Top of the 4th inning, McCowan standing in for Corbin.
First pitch to McCowan is a strike. Second pitch from Bishop is a little low for a ball. 1-1 count. Top of the order for Corbin here is McCowan, Parsons, and Mauser. And McCowan 1-1 to face Bishop with his 4 Ks on the afternoon. That pitch a little low for a ball. 2-1 to count.
Well, this would be the ideal inning to get things started. We got the 1, 2, 3 hitters up in the inning.
2-1 pitch on the way right there for a strike. 2-2 count.
His pitcher for PRP, Eric Bishop, has really settled down since that rocky, shaky start in inning number 1.
He's really mixing his pitches good. 2-2 pitch, swing, a check swing for a strike. And that is strike 3, K number 5 on the afternoon for Eric Bishop. Out number 1 for Corbin. That's going to bring up David Parsons.
Bishop has really settled down, pitching a pretty good ball game right now. The Red Hounds better get busy, start getting some base hits here.
Parsons steps in, first pitch, base hit down the third base line, and they're going to have to run this one out. Sliding in safely is David Parsons. Burnett fielded the ball, and he did not throw to his pitcher who was coming over to cover.
Tell you what, he made a fantastic stop, though, at first base. That was a sure double headed into right field.
Burnett, like you say, behind the second base bag. He made the catch, got up, and started toward the bag, but good news for Corbin fans as Parsons aboard down at first. With the score 9-6, PRP out in front in this ball game, and Jody Mauser to the plate. He flied out his first time up and got aboard on catcher's interference second time up. First pitch is outside as the pitch out was on, expecting Parsons to go, but he didn't.
Well, Corbin down by 3. It would somewhat take your running game away. You can't take the chances that you could, certainly if you were tied or had a lead, like was the case in the first inning.
1-0 pitch, fake throw to first.
Almost faked the first baseman off. He was beginning to break off the bag.
Watched Downs yesterday with he's a lefty, also looking right at the bag, and he's got an excellent pickoff move. And Bishop also with a good move over to the first base bag. Checks the runner this time. He comes to the plate with it. A shot out into right field. Playing in shallow was Gabahart. Had to go back and make the catch, and going back to first will be Parsons as Mauser rips it to right, but Gabahart right there to catch it for out number 2.
Right fielder was almost fooled on that fly ball, Rick.
He started in on it a bit and then had to go back out and went out there to make the catch. Cleanup batter to the plate for Corbin, Jason Seiler. Seiler scored in the first and got aboard in the second. He's been on base twice here this afternoon. Runner still down at first in Parsons. Runner goes. Here's the pitch inside. Throw to second is not in time. Rolls out into center field, but they're going to hold Parsons out there at second base.
Well, they've set it up now. At least they have an opportunity to score a run here with a base hit.
1-0 the count to Seiler. 2 down. We're in the top half of the 4th inning. 9-6 your score. Louisville PRP leading by 3 in the championship game of the Kentucky High School Baseball Tournament from Owensboro, Kentucky. And great to have you along with us on Good Time Oldies WEKX.
Just happened to be the only station that has broadcast the entire state tournament this year.
Which, next pitch swing and a miss for Seiler. 1-1 count.
And the only Whitley County station doing the game live.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Bishop outside for a ball, 2-1. Marcus Fox waiting on deck. He struck out his last time up back in the second inning. 2-1 to Seiler. Steps back in with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Ball 3. It's amazing how that Eric Bishop has recovered, Shelby. I mean, he had that rocky first inning, and I mean, he looked real shaky, but now his composure is there, and he's mixing his pitches up pretty good.
Well, the ability of Pleasure Ridge Park to put a 6-spot up for him in the bottom of the first gun is kind of got him pumped back up when I'm sure he thought he was out of the ball game.
And we talk about him gaining his composure, and now a walk given up to Seiler. So Seiler aboard now for Corbin. Runners at first and second, 2 down. Marcus Fox to the plate.
And he represents the tying run.
As Corbin going to try to get it right back here and even this thing up.
Well, let's get a little base hit here and get it. We'll take them one at a time if necessary.
Home run would be nice.
It certainly would be. We haven't seen one, have we?
Haven't seen a home run in this tournament. First pitch, swinging a foul. This one out of play. For a strike to Fox, 0-1 to count. Fox followed by Angel, Evans, Langster, and Creekmore, the order. 0-1 to Fox. It's back in there. Runners with decent leads at both first and second. Pitch breaks right in on the corner for a strike. 0-2 to Fox.
I didn't doubt that one getting the corner, but it looked a bit high from here.
Came in with the heat. 0-2 count to Fox. Big play right here. Back in the second, Corbin had 2 runners left on the board. It's time called by the umpire as Bishop starting to go to the plate with it. Fox steps out of there. 0-2, Bishop back on the mound. Everybody set. Seiler at first, Parsons in second. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out for a game number 6 on the afternoon for the pitcher Bishop, and that is out number 3.
And at the end of 3.5 innings, the score here in the championship game, it's PRP 9, Corbin 6. And a pop-up to the shortstop as we get it back underway here in inning number 4. Gaphart, the cleanup hitter, just popped it up to shortstop for out number 1.
Brian Angel back into the mode of things. 1 pitch, 1 out, which is a good move for him.
And it brings up Nate Thompson, the little fielder. Nate has scored a pair of runs. Was on through an error on the shortstop in inning number 1. Had a double in inning number 2. And it's a little blooper out to second baseman. So, what, 2 pitches, 2 outs?
2 outs. You can't beat it.
I thought it was about time to speed up the game a little bit. So 2 away in a hurry there.
So we turn it over to you, and that could have been the key, right? Turn it over
right.
to you.
We'll get them out in 1, 2, 3 apple pie order.
So 2 up, 2 down.
And it brings up Robbie Strong, the designated hitter, facing Brian Angel, the right-hander for the Corbin High School Red Hounds. Angel into the windup. Here's the pitch. Ball that bounces in, really. One ball, no strike. That was about a 58-foot curveball, huh? Angel stares in, gets the signal from Foley. The windup of the pitch. Swung on and down to second base. And the flip to first. 1, 2, 3 apple pie order here in the 4th inning.
As we have played 4 complete with your score, it's Louisville PRP 9, Corbin 6. Back after this on WEKX. PRP with a 3-run lead margin coming into the top half of the 5th inning, and Corbin trying to change things around.
And Brian Angel standing in, takes a strike on the inside corner. No ball to strike the count to left-handed hitter Brian Angel. Started out playing shortstop, is now the pitcher. Ball 1 a bit inside. Count levels out at 1 ball and 1 strike on Angel, the leadoff hitter here in inning number 5. Thought about checking the swing, didn't hold up, fouls the ball off. 1 ball, 2 strikes, they count.
Angel fouls it off, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Brian Angel, the junior shortstop.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Angel. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit into shallow center field. Center fielder coming on, loses his count, but makes the catch.
Great move out at center by the center fielder Eric Braden, or his name Burden, that is, as he was really all in the mail when he
Run
came
out
in
from
center.
under his hat, but made the catch.
First baseman, number 36.
It happened at the bottom half of this inning. These two teams have been kind of mirroring one another. I mean, matching up. 1, 2, 3 inning for Corbin.
Brings up Dave Evans, the right-hand hitting first baseman. Ball, strike 1. No balls, a strike the count to Evans. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Call strike 2. Well, those are too good to be looking at, Rick.
Pitcher Bishop has really got things moving now. He's struck out 5 on the afternoon.
Wind up of the pitch. Swing on. Strike 3. Boy, since he settled down in inning number 2, Corbin's been unable to hit this guy.
After the first inning, they rocked him, and after that, like you said, he has just kind of gained momentum all the way, and he's picking up strength. That is strikeout number 6 for Bishop.
Bishop into the windup. Here's a pitch. Ball that's outside to Jeremy Lancaster. Lancaster 0 for 2 today. All of the Corbin offense coming early in inning number 1. Ball outside. 2-0 the count. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Jeremy Lancaster with Shane Creekmore on deck. The designated hitter hits in the number 9 slot. Lined up the pitch. And a called strike.
Corbin just doesn't seem to be as aggressive as
They're
they
not
were in the early
aggressive
going.
at all right now.
Taking a lot of pitches.
Swinging.
We say that a rocket goes out of here.
Levels out at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but they're going up there real passive. They're not swinging at the good pitches early in the count. Wind up the pitch. Ball that's low and outside. 3-2 the count. Well, they were ripping the baseball in inning number 1, but they're letting the bat sit on the shoulder too much now. Bishop into the windup, the pitch, and a call strike on Creekmore. And a lot of people didn't like that call, but it's a big K, a big strikeout for Bishop.
That is K number 7 for Bishop, and exactly the same 1, 2, 3 inning as we have played 4.5 innings of baseball.
Now Brian Angel's got to do his job, holding off the PRP Panthers, Brian Burnett, senior first baseman.
And the windup and the pitch as we get inning number 5 underway. This is Brian Burnett hitting for PRP. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. Angel into the windup. Here's the pitch, swung on, ripped down the right field line, foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike the count.
PRP
9-6 PRP with a 3-run advantage. Corbin running out of time, Rick.
The innings are
Dwindling now.
You've done it very well.
Thank you.
It's dwindling innings. I couldn't say dwindling.
Ripped down the right field line. Fair ball off the glove of the first baseman. It'll go for at least 2. In with a stand-up double goes Brian Burnett.
Marcus Fox with a rifle out there in right field. Put that one to the bag and could have prevented a triple by out of that hit.
First baseman did an excellent job getting a glove on the ball, but didn't slow it down much.
He'd have got all of it. We saw these PRP players, they have done that.
Brings up Gilly Melton, the catcher. He's a big guy, isn't he? He's what, 6'3", 6'4", you bet?
He could dunk a basketball, no doubt. Good size kid. Not getting dirt off those cleats.
He's a left-handed hitter.
A little discussion going on.
I think let's see, we've got a move here of some sort. What is it? Okay. We'll try and listen to the PA announcer.
Running for the net, number
Got a bench runner here. Willard Misser.
heading for Gilly Melton.
And let me find, Willard Misser.
Is running for Burnett. Is that what we're
He is running for Burnett.
Here's the pitch to Hoover.
One ball, no strikes, the count to the big catcher, Gilly Melton.
Scott Hoover pitch hitting for Gilly Melton. Hoover is
Melton, a left-handed hitter. PRP trying to get an insurance run here.
turning to second.
Angel just backs off the mound, bluffs a throw to second base.
Louisville PRP leads in front.
9-6, Corbin trailing by 3, and they just have a couple more at-bats, so they've got to get it going in a hurry. Long fly ball into center field. Center fielder now coming in, makes the catch. Here's the throw to third base. He's going to be in safely.
Good relay throw by Corbin. They got the ball in a hurry, but it wasn't in time as the runner at second really tagging and going. That is Misser on the tag. You know, the key that you have to say, Shelby, in this game so far is PRP has not let their bats go to sleep on them. Corbin right now has let their bats on the shoulder right now. They got to get back and get aggressive at the plate. They haven't been aggressive.
Not after inning number 1. They were aggressive in inning number 1, and certainly all night long last night they were aggressive. But they're not getting any swings at the baseball early in the count. Here's Elsie standing in to hit for PRP. Here's the windup, the pitch, and a bunt attempt. First baseman can't get to the ball. It's a foul ball. No balls and a strike. The PRP going for the little squeeze there. The runner was on his way, on contact.
No balls and one strike. He was struck out right here at the bottom.
Right now with one out and no one won the count.
Corbin just can't let them score any more runs right here. They're already down 3, and you know, you don't want to add to the deficit. Angel into the stretch. Here's the pitch, ball outside. They thought the squeeze might be on, and they more or less pitched out on it. 1 ball and 1 strike the count to Eric Elsie. Corbin in the championship game for the first time ever.
Oh, nice curveball.
Breaking ball, they say, what, out of the strike zone? Oh, boy, that was a pretty pitch.
Inside, I think the batter even thought himself it was a strike. Misses on the inside corner.
Everybody
Just
thought
misses.
it except the umpire.
His opinion counts. Everybody else's opinion doesn't.
2 balls and 1 strike. Angel into the stretch, checks third. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit into center field. McCown backing up a couple of steps. This should score the runner from third. And the run will score. Out number 2 is recorded by McCown, and Misser tags up and scores from a third base down. It's a 10-6 advantage.
Here the PRP fans across the way getting rather loud out here as they are gaining momentum, but Corbin cannot get out of this ball game yet. They got to keep their heads in it. They still got a chance. 4 runs. They've already proven they can score 6 in an inning, so they need to get their bats going when they come back up to the plate here in the top half of the 6th inning.
PRP, a really big school, but I don't believe they have the crowd here that Corbin has. What do you think?
Corbin's got a fine group over to our right.
Corbin, I would estimate with at least 350 people here at the ball game today. Angel into the windup. Here's the pitch, lays down the bunt, back to the pitcher, throws to first for the out. Angel to first baseman Evans for the out. 1-3 if you're scoring.
And we played 5 complete with your score. PRP 10, Corbin 6. Back after this on WEKX. Back here at Panther Field as we head into the top half of the 6th inning. Corbin to the plate, and they got to get the bats going as they trail by 4, 10-6.
Shane Creekmore standing in to face Eric Bishop. Bishop with the throw. It's hit by the pitch.
Boy, Creekmore took that one for the team. He was smiling after the hit, so he's glad to be aboard.
Hey, he's used to getting in. He's a absolute football player. That's no big deal to Shane.
Going to have a pinch runner for Creekmore. For Corbin coming in will be number 23 for the Redhounds. And that would be, believe it or not, don't have a 23.
Then he can't be in there, right?
Maybe it's 32. Would that be Jamie Youngs? That's 23.
Yeah, we'll try and check that out. By the way, Corbin will arrive, they should arrive back in Corbin tomorrow afternoon between 3 and 4 p.m. at the South I-75 exit in Corbin, and will then be escorted into town by the police, fire department, and all that. So it should be a pretty nice occasion in Corbin tomorrow, and that's win or lose. That will happen between 3 and 4 tomorrow.
So all Corbin fans tuning into the radio, they want to see up there to welcome these kids home, win or lose some kind of game they have played in a season they have had.
Wind up of the pitch to McCowan, levels out at a ball and a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to McCowan. Corbin with a runner down at first base. Ball inside, out in front of the catcher, keeps it in front of him, flips it back to the pitcher. 2 balls and a strike, leadoff runner on, and a 2-1 count to Patrick McCowan. They maybe have something going here in the inning. In fact, I promised to score you 3 runs this inning, right? Rick, what I promised? Okay. And a little bouncer back over the pitcher's head. Everybody will be safe. You got to credit that a base hit for Patrick McCowan, and that's credited to Patrick McCowan's speed.
McCowan was on the move, and right now, I told you folks, they can do it. They've got runners at first and second, nobody down, and top of the order is here, so this is the time for them to do it. Here in the 6th, they'll have 1 more opportunity, but if they can get at least 3, as Shelby has predicted here, it would be better if they could get maybe 5.
Right. So let's start with 3 or 4. Here's Parsons standing in, runners first and second, no outs. Bishop wind up the pitch, ball a bit onside, 1-0 the count.
That would were, well, a borderline right on the corner.
1 ball and no strikes the count to Parsons with Jody Mauser on deck. That would caught the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike the count.
That's what Bishop's been trying to do all day. He's been painting the corners, and they're not missing by much, the ones that he's throwing that are balls.
Bishop to wind up the pitch. That's high and inside. 2 balls and a strike the count. Let's walk him here and load him up. What do you think?
Prime opportunity for Corbin. Let's see if they pull some kind of surprise here.
Wind up the pitch, swinging, strike 2. Might have went after ball 3 there.
Parsons wanted a hit. He went after that one. If he'd made contact, we're talking base hit on that one.
Levels out at 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runners on at first and second for the Redhounds. And a little dribbler down to shortstop. They'll have to hurry. Safe. And the bases are loaded.
What a play by McCowan.
Bases loaded and no outs. Corbin right back in the thick of things. They can get a base hit right here and keep something going.
We're going to let you hear the Corbin crowd. I'm going to ease over there and get these crowd fired up since we got a rally going.
Okay, you're welcome to do that. They'll be loud. Wind up and the pitch to Mauser. 1 ball and no strikes the count. 1-0 the count as Rick tries to gear up the Corbin crowd, get a little sounds effect here. Ball outside, 2-0 the count, bases are loaded, 2-0. Corbin definitely threatening to get back in this game right here at inning number 6, bases loaded, no outs, wind up the pitch, and they call strike 1, catches the outside corner. In the background, you can hear the Corbin High School Redhound fans cheering the Redhounds on today. 2-1 the count. Bishop Into the windup, the pitch, it's hit into right center field. Center fielder coming over, makes the catch. Corbin will score a run on the plate. As crossing the plate was the pinch runner that we do not have a name for anyway. They scored run number 7.
Well, trying to get a little attention out of them, but they're all watching the ball game.
Right, they're not going to pay attention to Rick Capel when a baseball game on the line.
This crowd is into it.
Runners at first and third as the runner Patrick McGowan tagged up at second, came on around to third. And the pinch runner scoring on the play. It's now 10-7. Tying run and Jason Seiler at bat. And right down the old pipe there. Right down the middle. No balls and a strike the count. 10-7. Corbin back within 3 and have the tying run at bat.
Seiler hitting .338 as he is at the plate.
Wind up the pitch, ball outside. Bishop doesn't have his control this inning in comparison with the previous 3 or 4 innings.
As you see the runner over at first base, Parsons. I think he might have already trying to go. He's going to need to go. There he goes.
There he goes. Throw down. They tried the throw down to second base. It was going to try to catch the guy off third base if he had made an attempt to score on the play.
And nobody fell for it.
That's the old Little League play there.
That worked for us one time.
It did, didn't it?
I'll mark that day down in history because...
One of the very few things that's worked.
The only thing.
Off Jason Seiler. Here's the pitch by Bishop.
Ball inside.
No, they say strike.
Oh, you can't do it, Mr. Umpire. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I'd already marked that one down as a ball.
Count all even up. 10-7 to score. Corbin with the tying run at the plate with 1 away.
And the pitcher backs off the mound, kind of gathers his thoughts, with runners at second and third, 1 away. Wind up the pitch and a little blooper into right field. Corbin's going to score 1, and the runner's going to go to second base. They'll still have runners at second and third on a single and an error on the throw. Corbin narrows the gap now. It's now 10-8.
And Coach Ferris right now giving the pep talk of his life to Brian Angel coming to the plate.
Folks, he's good at it. I guarantee you. I've seen him do a bunch of it. Willard's into the game.
His face is turned red on that one. He's so fired up. He's got the tying run at third base, or at second base. The go-ahead run at the plate.
Guy that I've got a lot of admiration for, Willard Ferris, boy. He's into every sport at Corbin High School, and he's a big part of it. He's a great coach. Football, basketball, baseball, he does it all. He's a class guy.
Well, BRP is going to make the change, I do believe, as their coach comes out to the mound. They're going to take Bishop out of the ball game, and he will leave it. So while he takes a break, we'll take a break.
Corbin trailing by 2, 10-8 in a high-scoring affair here today. Corbin bats have came alive once again here in inning number 6. They were silent there for 3 or 4 innings.
Seiler taking his time, holds his arms out to get himself steady and calm his nerves a bit, coming into a big situation here.
Well, a little base hit here would do wonders, huh? Corbin right back in it. Chance to do further damage here. Seiler, the wind up the pitch. That one's slowing outside. 1-0 the count. Fox hitting with Brian Angel on deck.
I think BRP would like to have downs in this situation.
Wind up of the pitch. That one's down a bit low. 2-0 the count. Downs definitely a fantastic pitcher. He was picked by who? The Atlanta Braves?
Atlanta Braves picked him in the 12th round of the draft, and he's got a lot of offers here to play college baseball.
A call strike. 2 balls and a strike the count. That went right down the middle.
The Downs get probably the best pitcher in the state of Kentucky, I would say, to look at him out there on the mound. The way
we
he pitched yesterday.
We didn't get to see the Hickerson kid for whatever the reason. Did not pitch yesterday.
Here's the pitch.
Now back right in front of us, levels out at 2 balls, 2 strikes as Fox had a good cut.
He was going after it here. It's about time for a home run. We haven't seen one in this tournament.
Home run, triple off the right center wall. Something exciting needs to happen right here. Tyler looks in for the signal from catcher Melton. Gets the signal into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing on and a nice catch by third baseman and a double play down at third base. Unassisted double play by the third baseman.
Brad Burns on the dive, caught the ball, and his momentum took him to the bag and gets his Louisville BRB Panthers out of a tough inning. 10-8 your score. BRB with the lead back after this on WEKX. Now they've thrown both coaches out.
Well, now who coached? Do you and I take over? I thought he was back in, to be honest with you. You couldn't see it, could you?
I couldn't see it.
It looked, I thought he was back in. I really did.
Most excitement here.
Wow.
Boy, there's the other coach.
Thought he was in there, folks. Willard Ferris, first of all, they said, you're out of here. Then Randall Sawyer gets his 2 cents worth in. They say, you're out of here.
They were arguing on the play that ended that inning with the line drive shot to Brad Burns, who made the catch, went back over to the third base bag and tagged it as Corbin's runner that was on third got out in the unassisted double play. And so we are ready to play. 10-8 is your score. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. One more chance for Corbin at the plate to try to win this ball game. But right now they got to take care of business in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Okay, it's Burns, Montgomery, and Gabbard. And an attempted bunt that is fouled back and out of play. Burns has scored a pair of runs here in the baseball game. Mauser in the pitch for Corbin. Mauser got to throw strikes here. It's a ball and a strike the count to Brad Burns. Got to hold him here and somehow another pick up a couple of runs in the 7th inning.
We got the count at 2-1 now, so.
Well, I wonder where the coaches are watching the ball game from, huh? Bouncer down to shortstop. Langster fields the ball. The throw to first. You're out of there.
In time. Nice move by Dave Evans over at first base as he had a stretch for that one. Went up and made the catch. Changed feet on the bag. Kind of shifted around to make it.
And it brings up Montgomery, the shortstop. He's also scored a pair of runs. This game has moved along at a pretty good pace since inning number 1. Inning number 1 took about the first hour. Ball that's inside, 2-0 the count. Make that 1-0, 1 ball, no strikes the count to Montgomery, the shortstop. Wind up in the pitch, swing on, right back to the pitcher. Fielded by the third baseman. The throw, yes, you're out.
Got him, what a play.
Nice play, and you've got to score that one 1-5-3, right?
That ball knocked at Parsons, and he just, it was self-defense. He knocked the ball down, and then Parsons over at third. I'm saying the pitcher that is out there, which is Mauser, just knocked it down. Parsons came over, picked it up, and shot a rocket to first base.
And a nice play. That was a very alert play on the third baseman's behalf.
That was a close call as well right there at first. It was bang, bang after it was picked up.
Brings up Gabbard, right fielder. Wind up of the pitch to Gabbard. Looks like a strike 1, and it is. No balls and a strike the count. Who's the umpire down at third base who threw everybody out?
See who's at third today. It's Chris Kahn from down at Herald.
Well,
Chris Kahn's at third, and Mike Melton from Hazard is behind the plate. Jimmy Bailey is at first from Columbia, Kentucky, and Keith Morgan from London is out at second base.
needless to say, you won't see Willard Ferris and the third base umpire on the golf course together tomorrow.
He got his money's worth what he liked. I see him. He's back over in the shadows under a big oak tree back here in the back.
Off to the right side.
All popped up, and the second baseman calls the first baseman off, makes the play for the third and the final out of the inning.
So a quick one, time by Corbin. No runs across for VRP. It's 10-8. Louisville's in the lead, and back for the final 3 outs for Corbin right after this on WEKX. Now the pitcher for PRP is Zeiler, who came in the last inning to replace Bishop, goes to the mound again.
He'll face Angel into the windup. Here's the pitch. Ball that's high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Going to get this lead runner on and bring the tying run to the plate. The ball just misses the inside corner. 2-0 the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Corbin trying to hit him with a rally here in the top of the 7th inning. Wind up of the pitch. That was outside and low. 3-0 the count. 3 balls and no strikes. Zeiler backs out of there off the back of the pitching mound, runs the baseball up. Now he's into the windup, and here's the pitch. Ball forward. 4 consecutive pitches.
4 pitches, all balls, and all aboard for Dave Evans as he needs to get around here. You're listening to WEKX, Jellicoe, Williamsburg, and Corbin.
Brings the tie and run up, Rick.
Pinch runner coming in for Corbin. And Mike Howard, I see you're coming into the ball game. He's going to pinch run.
Boy, he can run, too. Mike Howard's a quick kid. Pitch running for the Angel.
Evans goes out, but he will be back in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
Number 19, Mike Howard.
Top of the 7th inning.
But they can't have what happened to him in the last inning, the line drive shot.
Got to get that out of their mind because it all boils down to what happens here in inning number 7. Lob over to first base. Howard's back in safely. Don't think I'd worry a lot about the runner at first base.
Got a good lead over there.
Into the stretch. Here's the pitch. And called ball 1.
So that's what, 5 in a row now for the pitcher Zeller.
Just missed the corner on that one. He's not missing badly at all. Wind up of the pitch. That one's high and inside. 2-0.
6 in a row.
He's unable to find the plate right now. We'll take them any way we can get them. Zeiler back on the rubber, into the stretch. Here's the pitch. Inside. Oh,
Strike.
Ball strike. Boy, we've missed that inside corner all day long. We've called a lousy game.
That one was inside.
2 balls to strike. That was definitely inside, wasn't it? Wind up the pitch. That would hit him. That's about as inside as you can get. That loads pitch runners at first and second, rather.
So now the tying run is down at first. The go-ahead run coming to the plate. Another pinch runner coming in for the Red Hounds of Corbin, bringing Chad Mauser.
Chad can pick them up and lay them down.
Chad started to go in. Now, wait a minute. He's not going to go in.
Well, that's a tough job. It's what happens when you get thrown out and you have to do the coaching from underneath a big oak tree.
Runners at first and second.
Wind up the pitch, and he calls strike 1 to Lancaster. That he bluffed a bunt, and that's, I would imagine they'll lay the ball down, try to move them up to second and third.
VRP 10, Corbin 8, 9 runs on base for Corbin. Here's the pitch to Lancaster. Delivered by Seiler. Bunted to the left side.
Well, 0-2 now. That probably does away with the bunt, doesn't it?
Runs that one foul down the third baseline. Makes it 1 strike 2. 0-2 the count. 10-8 the score. And get the double steal going here. We're going to have to get something moving.
I think it takes the bunt away, the 2 strikes.
Swing away tie.
No balls, 2 strikes the count to Lancaster. Seiler looking in for the signal from catcher Melton. Into the stretch, here's the pitch. Bounce back to the pitcher. He'll make the play to third for the force out there.
They get the lead runner, but still to the board for Corbin with 1 away.
Well, Lancaster not doing the job there. Didn't advance the runners to second and third. Runners still at first and second now with 1 away, and Shane Creekmore will be standing in.
Creekmore got hit, I believe, last time up.
He did, and scored a run later. He got hit last time. Maybe he'll get a hit this time.
A good hard base hit. Something to the outfield could score both of these guys.
10-8, Corbin down by 2 runs here. Here's the windup of the pitch. Ball down in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes, your count. To Shane Creekmore, Pat McCowan on deck. Boy, they'd love to get that guy up in this situation. Seiler, wind up at the pitch. Ball low. Oh, they call it a strike. My goodness. That's a terrible call, folks. That one's right around the ankles, and they ring him up on a strike. That's a terribly bad call. Here's the pitch. Ball misses inside. A much better pitch than the one that was called the strike. 2 balls and a strike to count. The guy behind the plate not as consistent as either of the umpires yesterday.
Strike zone has drifted a bit.
Seiler, the windup of the pitch. That one's low in the dirt. 3-1 the count. 3 balls and a strike. Pat McCowan on deck, the center fielder, leadoff hitter. 10-8, Corbin trailing by 2. They have the tying run on at first base. 3-1, here's the pitch.
Right down the middle.
They call strike, no doubt about that one. 3-2, Shane Creekmore in a pressure cooker right here with a 3-2 count.
Sellers got a big sidearm pitch. Wouldn't be surprised to see him come with it.
Seiler, the stretch. Steps off the rubber, bluffs a throw to second base. Trying to hold him close down there. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 away. Tying run down at first base for the red out. Here's the stretch, the pitch, little bouncer, back to shortstop. Flips to second for 1, and to first base. Can't get him there.
Almost had the double play that time. Montgomery with a good play, and they get the runner going to second, but runners now at the corners, and Corbin is down to their last out.
Runners on at first and third. Patrick McCowan standing in for the red out.
Scott Hoover coming in to bench run. He'll be running. Or not make that. Let me get his name here. Chad Mauser coming in to bench run.
Mauser running for Shane Creekmore.
So Corbin got the top of the order. Here's the situation. Runners at first and third. Top of the order is there. 2 down, and it's all up to Patrick McCowan to keep it alive.
Down to the final out. Tying run on at first base. Umpires like him to the third base coach, and I don't know if it's just what they're discussing, the base running changes, or
Get the pinch runner line out and get all their riding done there.
Third baseman's not trying to get in on the conversation. The third base umpire's not. He's standing back a few steps. There's two Mausers, and Chad Mauser has never been in the game.
No.
So he's got to be eligible to pitch run here, no doubt about it.
Jody Mauser is the one that has started the ball game. Right. They're trying to think Corbin is trying to put him into pinch run, and it's been all the confusion.
And it's baby brother Chad that's wanting to run at first base, and he hadn't been in the baseball game.
Chad's put the helmet on twice and had to go back to the dugout. Now they get him on there, and he will run. So all the paperwork is finally over by the umpire.
Didn't take much to throw the umpires off. The two kids in with the same last name, they're confused, huh?
They're having a tough time of it here. So runners at first and third now. We're ready to go back to action. 10-8 your score. PRP with a 2-run lead, and Corbin down to its last out here in the championship game of the high school baseball tournament.
Zeiler to McCowan's. Zeiler, the wind-up, the pitch, and they call strike one. No balls, and they strike the count to Patrick McCowan. Into the stretch, here's the pitch, swung on and foul back. No balls and 2 strikes, and boy, the Pleasure Ridge Park fans are really coming alive now. They realize they're just 1 strike away from wrapping it up here in the championship game.
And what a game this has been, folks. Started out as a 1 hour per inning almost. And then it's really got fired up, and now we're down to 1. And
12 of the 18 runs were scored in inning number 1. Wind up, the pitch, swing on, hit down the first baseline, foul.
The count 0-2 stays the same, and right now McCowan got to get it going.
McCowan, boy, he doesn't have anything right now to. He's got to be swinging away anything that's close. He's got to be all over it. No balls and 2 strikes, and certainly the Pleasure Ridge Park pitcher Zeiler in a good position right here because he can throw off the plate a couple of times. He can nibble. Zeiler looks in, gets the signal, goes into the stretch, and here's the pitch. Comes sidearm, it's outside.
Occasionally going to that big sidearm delivery, and that time it just missing outside.
The big sidearm delivery not as effective against a left-handed hitter as it would be against the right-hander when it looks like it's coming in from third base. Wind up the pitch, swing on, strike 3. Folks, it's all over again.
Global PRP is your champions of the high school baseball tournament here at Pleasure Ridge Park as they end up in first place.
Chad Mauser. Number 22, Brad Wilkerson. Number 29, Ryan Meeks. Number 40, Barry Mahan. Number 19, Mike Howard. Number 28, Brandon Jackson. Number 43, Todd Tremaine. Number 7, Daniel Harris. Number 8, Jack Willis. Number 20, Kelvin Perry. Number 32, Jamie Yelp. Number 9, Dave Foley. Number 16, Jeremy Lankster. Number 17, Brian Angel. Number 24, Shane Creekmore. Number 36, Dwayne Evans. Number 3, Jody Mauser. Number 4, Jason Seiler. Number 5, Patrick McCowan. Number 6, David Parsons. Number 26, Marcus Fox. The coaches, Jeff Garman. Don House. Willard Ferris. And head coach for the state champions, the Panthers of Pleasure Ridge Park. Number 2, Matt Jarbo. Number 1, Eric Burden. Number 3, Brad Zeiler. Number 4, Scott Downs. Number 5, Troy Hill. Number 6, Eric Elsie. Number 7, Eric Bishop. Number 8, Mike Gabhart. Number 9, Brad Burns. Number 10, Brad Williams. Number 11, Andre Montgomery. Number 12, Matt Page. Number 13, Willard Minter. Number 14, Nathan Thompson. Number 15, Jason McGinty. Number 16, Clarence Williams. Number 17, Jason Cates. Number 18, Gilly Melton. Number 19, Chad Ballard. Number 20, Robbie Strong. 21, Scott Hoover. Number 22, Jeremy Teasing. Number 23, Scott Hoover. Correction, Sean Hoover. Number 24, Brian Burnett. Number 25, Dave McGovern. Number 26, Jay Brown. Number 27, Brian Schaefer. Coaches, Donnie Vandergrift. Coach Dennis Langford. Coach Jim Stokes. Coach Sherm Blaschek. Coach Richie Hawks. And head coach Bill Miller. Your 1994 Kentucky High School State Baseball Champion runner-up, the Red Hounds of Corbin, Kentucky, finished with a record of 30-13. Let's give a big round of applause to Corbin. And your 1994 state baseball champions, the Panthers of Pleasure Ridge Park. They finished the season with a record of 36-6. Your 1994 State Baseball Tournament All-Tournament team. Pitcher, number 4, Scott Davis from Pleasure Ridge Park. Relief pitcher from Corbin, number 3, Jody Mauser. Catcher from Pleasure Ridge Park, number 18, Gilly Melton. First baseman from Pleasure Ridge Park, number 24, Brian Burnett. Second baseman from Corbin, number 4, Jason Styler. Shortstop from Pleasure Ridge Park, number 11, Andre Montgomery. The third baseman from Lexington Catholic, number 31, Chris Williams. Outfielder from Corbin, number 5, Patrick McCowan. Outfielder from Apollo High School, number 12, Brad Wilkerson. Outfielder from Pleasure Ridge Park, number 1, Eric Burden. That's Brad Wilkerson. And the designated hitter from Pleasure Ridge Park, number 20, Robbie Straw. Let's give a big round of applause to the 1994 All-Tournament Baseball team.
Thanks, Bill. Great job.
Andrew.